Their AFL days in the 1960s, the Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
In the midst of a tumultuous 2021 season, the Las Vegas Raiders really turned to their quarterback, Derek Carr, to not only drive their offense, leading to career-high totals from the 8th-year passer and a nearly 5,000-yard season throwing the football, but also his leadership ability. He really grabbed that team and led them to the playoffs for the 2nd time in his career while coming out one of the toughest divisions in football.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2021 was the first time in Jacobs' career that he failed to reach 1,000 yards in a season, but his scoring didn't slow down at all. Still finished with 9 touchdowns in 15 games, and his 28 touchdowns since he entered the league are the 5th most in the NFL. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, he gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw his Carr. A dump off for Abdullah. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Carr going to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mac Hollins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys. Maybe.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. Touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Eluding the pressure right. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band them.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs had taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that will be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Edwards-Helaire is in. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football. Sliding
out of the pocket. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On first down, Abdullah. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And some room to work. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Former first-rounder Clyde Edwards-Helaire ready to go here.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Mahomes now on first down.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen as we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 50 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to roll. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr now on first down. It's complete. Abdullah. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Carr now to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Carr again. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Up the middle, Abdullah. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes right side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, Deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
KC's offense ready to take over. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A give up the gut to Abdullah. He juked him. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Carr.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Carr now on first down. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Carr to throw again.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown Raiders.
A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs offense set to go. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw again on second down. Carr, throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Again, they'll throw with Carr. By Waller out left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Carr caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
To throw, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Raiders are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
The third down conversion. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD, but of course that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points, and my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster,
60 yards.
And the Chiefs are pouring it on. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on second down. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 4. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Let's go, D.
To throw his Carr. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Past the 20. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Carr going to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. You ain't going nowhere.
And they will take a knee here. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12.